This one thing is holding you back on so many exercises and is most likely the culprit behind your lower back pain, and it's understanding how to properly hinge at the hips.
It's all in the head, yeah.
To be fair though, I think it's the name of exercises that throws people off. For example, a bent over row or a bent over single arm row implies that all you need to do to perform the exercise is simply bend over. But if you want to maximize your efforts and lift as heavy as possible without any risk of injury, what you should be doing is hinging at the hips to perform these movements. So let's go over what the difference is. When you simply bend over, your hips for the most part don't move, and the majority of the reason why you're bending over is because you're bending at the lower back. However, when you hinge at the hips, your upper body is still bending over, but that movement is caused by your hips moving backwards. So why does one cause lower back pain and the other doesn't? Well, when you bend over to perform an exercise like a barbell bent-over row, the majority of that load is being held in the air by your lower back, and you're now basically fighting yourself to remain upright while trying to engage your lats as you perform your repetitions. However, when you hinge at the hips to perform this movement, all of the weight is now being supported by your lower body, you're barely feeling anything in your lower back, and there's no longer the struggle of trying to fight the weight to remain upright. You're going to feel very stable, and you can focus on lifting as heavy as you can for all of your repetitions. And now to the hottest part of all this, teaching you how to hinge properly on video versus being there in person to position you properly. But before I get to that, if you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like below. It really helps the channel out. And for those of you looking for a new 12-week muscle building program, you can try any of my programs for free when you sign up on my website, muscularstrength.com. Okay, now this might sound silly, but this is the form cue I use with my clients, and it works every single time, guaranteed. I want you to pretend that your feet are stuck in the ground and you really have to use the bathroom, but the toilet is 2 feet behind you. So the only way you're going to reach it is if you hinge at the hips and sit back. Now, I'm over-exaggerating in this video because I'm sitting all the way down, but I want to make sure it gets the point across. And it's also important to make sure that you're keeping your chest up as you're hinging back as well. But once you master hinging, you'll notice your strength start to increase drastically on all of your bent over exercises. And this also includes the Romanian deadlift, which should be a part of your leg day because it's an amazing exercise for targeting the hamstrings. Hinging will also help you perfect your deadlift form as well, but there's a lot more that goes into a deadlift than just being able to hinge at the hips, so I can make a separate video about that. However, in the meantime, I'll link to this video that I did a while back to help get you started. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.